10 years ago, a 22-year-old college student named Darius Brooks found himself trapped in a police interrogation room, accused of a brutal murder in a New Orleans park that he had absolutely nothing to do with. After hours of aggressive psychological pressure, Darius tried to invoke his constitutional right to an attorney. He looked at the detectives and said exactly this: "I think maybe I should get a lawyer, man." The Supreme Court of Louisiana upheld a lower court's ruling that using a slang term like man or dog makes a request for counsel legally ambiguous. Because of that single word, the police were allowed to keep pushing until they extracted a coerced confession. The courts used a deliberate linguistic technicality to secure a capital murder conviction entirely without physical evidence. This is the Louisiana State Penitentiary, known as Angola. Darius Brooks has been waiting to die here for a decade. The state has scheduled his lethal injection in exactly 6 months. That hard deadline drives the plot of Celeste Rivers' thriller, Strictly Justice. To stop the execution, 2 brilliant legal minds have to team up. The problem is, they completely disagree on what justice actually means and how to achieve it. Georgetown University Law Center, where Professor Nate Reeves teaches constitutional law, writes meticulous appellate briefs, relying entirely on established legal precedent to overturn bad convictions. Nate argues Darius's public defender failed completely by not moving to suppress the coerced confession. Nate hides a deep trauma. 5 years earlier, he relied solely on academic procedure during a death penalty trial and watched an innocent client die because the jury didn't care about his technical arguments. Adhering strictly to the rules is how Nate fights the state, but it also shields him from the messy, emotional chaos of the people he defends. Kendra Pierce operates in a different reality. As a successful true crime podcaster, she knows the legal system routinely crushes the powerless. While Nate reads transcripts, Kendra visits City Park in New Orleans, the site of the murder, to hunt for the physical facts the police deliberately ignored. She tracks down witnesses and uncovers a hidden narrative. Instead of filing a quiet motion, Kendra broadcasts these findings to 1 million listeners, weaponizing public outrage to expose the cover-up. Nate crafts arguments for 3 judges in a silent room. Kendra forces a corrupt establishment to pay attention by setting their secrets on fire in public. Their methods collide immediately. The theoretical debate ends when Kendra's investigation threatens a high-level police corruption ring, and the pushback turns physical. Navigating this extreme danger together strips away their academic and professional armor, sparking a sharp romance right in the middle of the conspiracy. With only days left to file the final brief, they realize neither approach can win alone. Kendra locates a victim's secret lover, whose testimony provides an ironclad alternative timeline and exposes the real murderer. To get a court to look at this new evidence, Nate uses a high-stakes maneuver, the actual innocence gateway. But the burden is incredibly steep. Walking into the U.S. Court of Appeals 5th Circuit building to file this motion means staking their careers, their lives, and their new relationship against an entire corrupt police district. Overturning a wrongful conviction takes the raw power of a public truth, perfectly threaded through the strict machinery of the law. Celeste Rivers' Strictly Justice delivers a razor-sharp legal thriller where academic intellect crashes head-on into street-level danger. Check the link in the description to grab your copy and follow Nate and Kendra as they expose the rot hiding in New Orleans.